car. I want that car. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from feeling all kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a... These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a... In jail I had... I make you get off the... Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat, ain't no happy belated.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene, the Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Matt Bryant of the Falcons set and ready to kick it off, and we are underway from Atlanta. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Hey, wait.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That is for the pickup of 7.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Coleman has it here right side. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
2nd and goal from the 1. He's going to get it running right. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. It's Coleman here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Tuesday.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he is going to go down. They sack him. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Brooks Reed with a tackle.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. He finds Coleman. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And now running right through it. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Get up!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. He got 29 yards that time.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now it's Ryan. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brooks Reed. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And the Falcons going to use another timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down.
Hey, express. There we go. Gun. Hey, Rick Lance.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Ryan. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
21.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, eluding the tackle. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, gun. Right. 21. 54, south. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Coleman now, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And Bryant's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And here now come the Falcons. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Gun. Hey, gun. Hey, self. 39.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
There we go. There we go.
Ryan now to throw on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brooks Reed in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here we go on fourth down with Ryan. Sitting with a grab over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
12. 21.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Getting it out left side to Sanu. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Get up! Gun.
Now Ryan on first down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
21. 64, south.
Throwing again, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ryan Connects with Sanu right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Hey, gun. 21. 54, south. Go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. This is Coleman with a grab. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
There we go. 54, south. Gun. Go.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones in there to get him for a loss of 5. On second down, here's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons cut into that lead. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Freeman again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On third down, that's Coleman. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. To throw on third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 35 yards there on the third down conversion. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock. And let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
Get up!
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And an alley to run. Freeman a first down and more. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
20.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On first down, Ryan. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Flushed out right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
39.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
When you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down. Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I became 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived.
It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want. Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money. Quiet storm, have it stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the I'm a player on the late night till. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog to the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still film it. Kiss to death, forever taking that. 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger, kiss to death, forever taking that. Shame on the 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I became 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome since 96. You a shook one, Reeves and all the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah, the mother ride or die for my strictly for my survival of the fittest. That's the sound of the police. I'm in deep cover earth, skirt, leave lean back, give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf, God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power, 21 questions like who the warning, watch them flashing like paparazzi. Two words, get money. Tonight's the night, guess who's back on my block? Rather you need Bucktown, this on that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York with a pitchfork.
I sound it.
Okay, I'm back to school, you. This is open campus. This is, I should slap it open-handed. Tough life, I told her motto, she need lower standards. Asked her if she had a twin, I feel like Joey Tanner. Big spender, Kris Jenner, I promote the family. Kardashian, see the Benzo, she like, oh, it's happening. Think she call me, cause she never knew her daddy. And my all black, Rhythm Nation, Janet, boy, don't make me Jackson. Bodily, was underground. Frontin' like a ride with the mob. Why shouldn't I charge me, myself, and I? Play the odds, a yes man, it's just a bobblehead doll. Holler them all. Strutting like Pac out the court, hop out the Porsche. Shake that, got that on menus, the a la carte. Boy, I had to make my point about this wave. Watch for the sharks bounce. I gave it up and talking Cuban links. Tell her ain't no weak link in my Cuban link. Only like my age. We was gangin' since the platinum FUBU days. I got dreams of being Hova out your movie, yay. Listen, babe, so good you think I'm cool with yay. Okay, my diamonds dancing, I could Lisa Ray. Life is hard, but it's easy being truthful, baby. For real, overload. This is like I got like my pinky. Money, baby, we don't pay, it ain't ours. Bet it back, I bet I match it like the same style. Chopsticks for beef, I'm shutting PF chains down. I gave you prophecy, my first one, then you lamed out. Luckily, sold, but it wasn't for me. Still the flow raw, peep the way I bubble in these streets. Who can with me?
Nikki, baby.
Go.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the two like True Goy, imagine me do boy, you could never do what I do boy, still ducking that I did boy, in Paris for a hit boy, these ain't the same type of hits boy, can get boy, you don't take these type of risks, boy, cause this boy been throwing that like rich boy, you miss, boy. Your numbers don't add up on the, that was 10 years ago. If you know, you know. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. This thing of ours, oh, this thing of ours. Her fraternity of ringing off. I just happen to be alumni. Too legit, they still looking at me with one eye. The company I keep is not corporate enough. Child, you ain't orphan enough. A rapper turn can't morph into us, but a turn rapper can morph into Puff. Dance contest for the, I predict Al Roker. If you know, you know. I only ever looked up to, you all get a bird, this Oprah. Players in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. If you know, you know. If you know about the port, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know. You ever been hit with the water? Then had to wait, do you walk away? If you know, you know. When we all clicking like Golden State, and you and your team are the motorcade. If you know, you know. Been granting wishes like a genie to bad in two-piece bikinis. I've been hiding where you can see me. The skybox is right next to Riri's. Solely responsible for showing rappers how to stand on the front lines when started throwing bands. Where were you when Big brought the Tigers in? Cause I was busy earning stripes like a tiger skin. Layers in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. You know, you know. If you know about the port, the door is supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I up it, I'ma squeeze. Bad companies, bad for your company. Bad companies, bad for your company. Company in the ski mask in case you come for me. Got it in the ski mask in case you come for me. When I say I got beef, they don't want no beef. When they say they got beef, they don't wanna eat. If you said they want, they don't want no steam. She put it on it. Had a bachelor's degree, PhD while selling. Fix the face and fix the weed. Now working on the self-esteem. Hit a block, yo this flock. Where you at? Pin it. My new map location be the block on the app.
Money and company, no, baby. I don't need no the company. You can't hang, baby. We don't want you around here. Ice on my neck and it's froze. Santa's reindeer. You got bad. It's the same here. Bad company, little bro. You can't hang here. Getting money, so the keep on coming. Phone ringing, so you know the jumping. They looking at me. He owe me some money. Hit him with the not the crumping. Why they playing games? They don't want no problems with me. My got good. I know I brought them. Might not hit a bad. Someone tell them. Well, opposition, they move wrong. So I
dark shades, too much. I could barely see them. Acting brand new, like I don't see it when I do. Who them folks? Who want too close? Give me room, phony folks. Play it close, do the most, don't they? Bad company, that's bad for your company. Bad company, that's bad for your company. Mad cow disease, now you in a ton of beef. Tuck underneath my new blue Dunkaroos. Flintstone bust down, color Murakami. Fruity Pebble, Basil, Wilma, Betty, Fred, and Barney. Bad from out of town, I think she model Abercrombie. Wrist game, Lucky Charmy, told my jeweler leprechaun. I'ma come clean, I got beef. Paranoia got me rolling on my sleeves. Okay, hating cause I'm upping up the fees. Whole team got these on their tees all day. I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I upped it, I'ma squeeze.
I'm above average.
Renegade.
They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So Tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hitting them. They hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business, handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, match with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax.
Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. What?
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold.
Hey. Okay. Okay. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you Curry get the flame calling Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. Hold up. I just want the knowledge and the power. Hold up. Why the looking at me sour? Eat it like chowder. Rada, 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 rada. Never gave a about $1. More money, me, more problems. Pray for me to fall like autumn. Cause I got it on my own with no help, man. Gotta get it, that's it, in myself, man. They need a new hope, deliver new, giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be E.T.? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakesh. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big.
want the yen and the euro. The game up and leave my kids like judo. Money come around like a Hoover. Making free bands in the future. Pockets on the look super. Bills on me blue slot Cooper. Money on my mind just like a tumor. Spread my money out and then I call it a rumor. Curry the is on the move, no Uber. People try to block it, shine like lunar. Eclipse when I take all my chips. When I pop off the like hummus C-dip. Echo back with the flip. Money flow like a battleship. Diddy the new. Deliver new. Giving out like Shack at the free throw. Anybody wanna be E.T.? Man, y'all can't see you Pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakishi. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo.
Look at your cash, look at the cash bubbling. Look at your cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah, in the limit, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, 20 slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. The Ferragamo store. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. I still like the 9/11 folks. Matt back, looking clean. Dead president and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a penny hoe.
I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you to. Get over here. He's gonna get this.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbly.
No introduction really necessary. Get to messing like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my high 80s.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now Trubisky on first down. And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
The first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Hey, express! Gun.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Khalil Mack able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons called on Matt Bryant. This one from 48 yards away. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Out left to Shaheen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, Couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, Trubisky. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. Oh, now he'll try and he's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And that's going to be incomplete. There and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They run. This is Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice game.
18.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brooks Reed in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
18. Lock in.
From the shotgun is Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Blue. 18.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. handoff. It's Freeman. Fights him off. Freeman a first down and more.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
2nd and 10 now, Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Get up!
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
Hey, let's go.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bryant's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Set up! 18.
Here's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker. The run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now it's Trubisky. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 74 yards. And the Bears are in for 6. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league...
and he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Khalil Mack in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On 2nd down, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Flushed out right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half.
Get up! Gun.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hey, wait. On! Space. Left! Here we go!
From the shotgun, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Now it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Being chased out left. Now Trubisky lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Hey, let's go. Get up!
They'll run here with Freeman. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Hard throw, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
21. Right.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bears will get the football back. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Shifts free at the 15. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back up. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the toss, Cohen. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
18.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Lock in.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Khalil Mack in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Get up! Space. 21.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. He's got Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Get up!
They run. Devontae Freeman. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move lateral.
don't touch me, I'm tortured. Had the fish on my teeth, I went porcelain. Put the town on my back, I'm a horseman. One more year, I'ma make it a Forbes. They load me in the bay like he 40. I be sitting inside of the Moreland. Ain't no strings attached, keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it for it. Man, it can't stop me, I'm going it. Man, it can't stop me, I'm going it. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy difference. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 56 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
21.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu from 19 yards away. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. From the gun, it's Ryan. Flushed and a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm just learning how to spell analytics, and I need to get that down because it's going to be a huge part of the NFL game going forward. I think that was the call there, trying to go for 2 after that touchdown.
Yeah, opening drive, you not only do you get the 6, but fully seize momentum with the 8, and unfortunately they couldn't do it.
I think they were trying to gain that huge advantage, not just on the scoreboard, but mentally. I just wonder if that backfire.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. Nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Freeman. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Here's Freeman. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the run. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon, it's the Falcons. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 4th down. Here's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's Freeman. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. On 3rd down, it's Freeman. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. That'll be taken in the end zone.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That good for 19 and a first down.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hold, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. A give to Howard. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Back now here on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Trubisky will throw. Flushed out right. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Bears are in for 6. Now Parkey for the extra point. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down, keep the sticks moving.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of so the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Lock in.
Now it's Trubisky. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Lock in.
Trubisky to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's brought in by Kevin White. And all the way down to the 26. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way, because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Lock in.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. I wonder if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
And Parkey's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they have...
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Can I look at my snap? I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this gun and the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, race, snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Hey, back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Woo! Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you like a again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go, your man, with my name in your mouth. I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Woo! Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Sideways.
Look, I defeated my fears, soaked the towel of my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, I had to give them my dues. Never got a talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Nah, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. Like a line abusing this deer. I hate a dude with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, my ex are her man. Cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. What kind of swagger? I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda. Y'all are wasting your time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. Your girl has been calling for days. I get in all different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We live like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing not to do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix of Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a pad of walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. More, look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city, I'ma be the man of my country. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. New Orleans parades, yeah, we like. And none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation, yeah, we like. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. Yeah, I'm like, none of my patient. We look like we on a vacation.